Yeah, it's your man Diggy Smalls from the Chaos Crew, the best commentator on all of YouTube. Yeah, I said it, but you know I'm right. Just like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my sights.
No, I was hiding on the bomb.
Everyone one is wheeled.
Friendly lightning strike inbound. Dragonfire
Whoa!
ready for deployment.
Oh my god!
Nice!
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
I'll
You're just hanging out in the back.
What's going down, everybody? It's your man, Pro Diggy from the Chaos Crew, but you could call me Diggy if you like. And welcome to the triumphant return of High School Stories. I'm sure a lot of you veteran subscribers are probably gonna be really excited. You new guys are gonna be like, what the fuck is this? But you know, for those new guys, I don't only do tips, I also do regular commentaries, and High School Stories was one of my most popular series from my previous channel, so I decided to bring it back for my veteran subs, and hopefully you new guys will like it too. Before I get into that real quick, I should be hitting about 15,000 subscribers here in the next, maybe like a week or so, depending on how things go, and I'm going to be doing a 15K Q&A, so for those of you that have questions for me or things like that, make sure that you put them down in the comment section, and I will gladly read through all of them and try and answer all of your questions during my Q&A. But let's get into my high school story. So as you can see by the thumbnail, it's about ditching school. So most of you know, veteran subs will know this, that I went to Hollywood High School. And right around the beginning of 11th grade, I was kind of just like tired of being in school. Not bragging or anything, but I was always quite a bit smarter than average. And look at this bullshit. What the hell? Oh yeah, totally. Okay. But anyway, so I was always a bit smarter than everybody, and I could always get my work done faster, and I didn't really need the teacher to teach me much and things like that. So I decided that I didn't really like to be in school very much anymore, and I ended up going to home studies. But before I started home studies, I got a car. I was 16, and I got my license and got a car and everything. And I used to drive from the valley where I lived in North Hollywood to Hollywood High every morning. Well, technically it was still the morning, but I used to show up quite a bit late because I just didn't want to be there. And what I would do is I would walk in right around the passing period to go to homeroom. And it just so happened that my two really good friends in school, my amigos, the guys I used to hang out with all the time and stuff, they had to cross paths to get to their homerooms. And it went, like, we kind of all intersected right through the middle of the quad. So I would just walk in, sit there for a second, lo and behold, here come Eric and Jesse, and it would be like, hey, what's up? They're like, hey, do you just get here? I'm like, yep. I was like, you want to go? They're like, yep. So we would just walk right back out the front door, and we would take off and just go do whatever. Sometimes we would go to, like, Universal Studios or whatever. Like, we would go do something and kill the rest of the day before we went home and things like that. And we had, like, little tricks and stuff on getting absence slips, although that's like another episode. But basically we're like, yeah, you want to get out of here? So we left, and we decided to head over to the valley and go to there's this place called the Sherman Oaks Castle where you can go putt-putt and things like that. And we decided to go there, and oh, who let the dogs out? Diggy. Diggy, that's right, go get them, bitches. I'm about to get my paper airplanes too. But anyway, we decided to go to the Sherman Oaks Castle, and on our way there, we're literally like a block away, and all of a sudden we get lit up. Brrr, right? I'm like, fuck. So we get pulled over and everything, and the first thing they're asking is, of course, oh, why aren't you in school? Da-da-da-da-da. Well, it just so happened that in the school that we were in, it's in a lot of schools in LA. I don't know if they have them anywhere else, but they have what are called tracks. So they have A track, B track, and C track. Some kids are A track, some kids are B track, some kids are C track, etc. And they only have 2 tracks on at any given time. So if A and B are on, C is off. If A and C are on, then B is off, etc. You guys can kind of figure the rest out. So at the time, I believe it was we were on A track. I believe it was A track and C track were on, something like that. So we just told the cops that we were B track and we were on vacation. And them being from the valley and not being from LA and everything like that, they don't really know, and they're just like, screw it, whatever. But they didn't want to let us go. So they search my car, and lo and behold, find a pack of cigarettes on me, a pack of cigarettes on Jesse, and a pack of cigarettes on Eric. So what they do is they decide they're going to give us a possession of tobacco ticket, and we're like, fuck, whatever. It's better than getting busted and, you know, them having to call our parents and all this shit or whatever. So they go and they're writing up our tickets, and one of the cops was kind of he wasn't like a dick. He was kind of just whatever. But the other cop was super fucking cool. Like, he was just like, let's just let him go, this and that. And the other guy was like, nah, we need to give him a ticket for this, you know, follow the book, blah, blah, blah. We're like, whatever. But the really cool cop took our 3 packs of cigarettes, excuse me, made sure he got all of our attention, and very slowly put them in this trash can that was right there, as if to say, this is where the cigarettes are going. Make sure you don't come back and get them. So they wrote us our tickets and everything like that. We went off to the castle for a little bit, and then we, of course, headed back, and our cigarettes were there. We picked up our cigarettes and everything, and then had, like, you know, the rest of the day to screw around and stuff like that. But I thought that was a pretty cool story, that the cop was, like, really cool and was like, here's your cigarettes, kids. Don't, you know. I mean, technically, it's like, don't worry, go ahead and get cancer. What do I care? But at the same time, it was really cool of him to do that, and he really kind of didn't want to give us tickets in the first place, so that was also pretty cool of him. But, you know, it is what it is, and I think I ended up going to court for that and getting it thrown out anyway. I just said they were like my mom's or something, because my car was registered in my mom's name, so I just kind of did that, and they were like, fuck it, whatever, and like threw the case out. So that was pretty cool, but that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Make sure you go check out the other 2 videos on screen. I did a very in-depth review of the Elgato Game Capture HD, which is the capture card that I use to get this super sexy 1080p. It's a kind of a long video, but if you're interested in getting into YouTube, or, you know, just want to know what I use or whatever, it's a pretty interesting video, so if you want, go check that out. And then I did do the FMJ tests and stuff for those of you that wanted to know about FMJ, and if you haven't seen it, make sure you guys go catch that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the return of high school stories. For those of you that knew what it was, hopefully you guys liked it. For those of you that are, you know, more into my tips and stuff, hopefully, you know, you guys enjoyed this, and you'll enjoy my other commentaries as well. But this has been your man, Pro Diggy, from the motherfucking Chaos Crew, but you could call me Diggy if you like. Don't forget, as always, to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my sights.